guys, good to have you all back. It is Sunday and that means Vintage Treasure Haul. If you're new to my channel, my name is Margaret. I'm from the Netherlands and normally I do paper crafting, junk journal projects. But on the weekends, I am a vintage treasure hunter. So that's what I did this weekend. I went on a big treasure hunt. I took my best friend Renate. She's a friend of mine in real life. We've known each other for years. She is not a paper crafter or a junk journal, but she has excellent taste in vintage stuff. So I took her to my two favorite thrift shops and we scored big time. And she was a lot of help because actually the best items that I found on this trip, she found for me. So thank you so much, sweetheart. I'm going to take you along a couple of times in the future because you did really well. I know, guys, this video is over an hour. And I know most of you don't mind, but if you are new to my channel, yes, my videos are long, but not this long. It's a very long video. That's because I found so many treasures, so many beautiful items that I want to share with you. And I didn't want to cut some stuff out. I just, you deserve all my treasures. So, and it's a Sunday. What else are you gonna do? So get your cup of tea and a snack, cuddle up on the couch with your telephone or your iPad or whatever device you watch my videos on and just enjoy it. So I'll see you at the end. Let's start in my usual order. Let's do the woolies and yarns and, cottons, whatever, first. So I bought these two. I think they're sort of in the same series. I love the colors. Aren't these lovely? It's like cotton for crochet and such. And this is perfect for the paperclip dangles that I made last week. So yeah, some with pinks and burgundies and beautiful aquas and natural colors. This is my jam at the moment. So these two, I paid 30 cents for this one because this has been used as a little bit left. There's a lot left. And this is, I think, completely new. So I paid 75 cents for this. Then I picked this up. It is pink. It's maybe a little bit too shiny, but it was just 30 cents, loves. So, maybe someday I'll have a use for it. Don't know, but it's pink, so I couldn't leave it there. Some other woolies. Look at this one. The blue with the fluffies. I just really like it. And it was 30 cents, so, I pick it up then. Lovely I will use this for toppers or for dangles or closures, what have you. A completely new one. 50 cents. Yes, it was originally €1.30. Probably in euros. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't have a date on it. Probably does. It's cute. It's for fall, I guess. A nice sort of rusty hinge color, with some shiny stuff through it. So, yep, love it. My friend Renate picked these up. She has very good taste. It's so funny, guys, because she actually is not a crafter or a junk journal or what have you. She does have lovely taste in vintage stuff. And she says, is this something you might like? I was like, yeah, it's so interesting. It's just different. So I really like it. Then I picked up this little bag with, I'm gonna call these canoodles. These little balls of yarn. Aren't these lovely colors? It's so spring. So yeah, they're already in small balls. So I have the perfect solution for storing these. So yeah, all these came for 30 cents. Again, nearly nothing. This is for Easter. It is yellow and cream and all sorts of irregularities. I have two bowls, paid 75 cents for them. I don't know what this is called, guys. I got an email from a lovely subscriber asking me, what are all these yarns and woolies that you're using called? I don't know. I actually don't know. It doesn't say on the packaging. I am not an expert. They are called lovely. So yeah, I love these. Look with all the sort of colors in them. Yeah, really pretty. So I like this one. Then this is a rather neutral one, but I do love the wooliness of this one. Yeah, it's not really eyelash trim, but actually I will have a lot of use of this. Kuschelgarn, I don't know. Probably came from Germany or something. I love it. What did I pay for it? Nearly nothing. 50 cents. And then for the last bowl, isn't it fantastic? This is not wool or yarn or anything. This actually looks like someone's t-shirt got ripped up. It's this. It's like a sort of a stretchy, well, t-shirt material. I don't know, with all these bright colors. Now, I don't do bright colors. It's really not me. But I couldn't leave it there. You never know. I might, change. And what did I pay for it? Well, 30 cents. 30 cents, guys. Hello. Or for a topper or something. I just find it really, really interesting. That's it for the Woolies. I have trims and laces and such. I didn't find a whole bunch, but the ones that I did find are very interesting because these, I already slit them open on the top, guys, are actually for garments. Like, this is a size. You would sort of snip it and then sew it in a t-shirt or a sweater or, whatever. They are sort of newish. They're too white, but I bet you can ink these in any color that you'd like and have this as a topper on a tag or, just a strip on the collage. I just love it. So I have a S for small, 5 meters. What did I pay? That's why I kept them in here. €1. Not really, really cheap, but it's 5 meters. So yeah, well, I'd love to pay €1 for this. Also 5 meters, and this is M for medium or Margaret or And then this is 1 meter and 50 centimeters. It was just 30 cents. And this has the number 68 on here. And that is actually a Dutch baby size for baby children. Like for infants. Yeah. Very small. Very small babies. Like, I don't know. I don't have babies. But probably like half a year older. Or something. So the sizes, I like them. They're a little bit vintagey because they're a little bit yellowed. Then I found rickrack. This is called rickrack. I find this such a interesting word. We don't use the word rickrack in the Netherlands. I don't even know what you might use for this. It is sort of sky blue or baby blue. I just love it. It's tiny. I have some rickrack that is really, really big. It was 5 meters. I paid 90 cents for it. Thank you. Yep. Then this one, I think I have this one. This probably came from AliExpress because I bought this on AliExpress. I paid 60 cents for it. It has 2 meters and 75 centimeters on here, which is a bit large, yeah. And it has I don't have this one. I have something similar. Like centimeters thingies. Yes. Yeah. I just love it. It has numbers, guys. For topper, for anything. Love it. 60 cents. Was it 60 cents? Well, it was cheap. I have this one with lovely blue and silver on it. What did you pay? 20 cents. It was a little bit over 1 meter, but you don't need a lot. I like it. It's sort of wintry, right? Yeah, wintry. Then I have two sort of ginghams too. Just two. Yeah. This one with the burgundy. Doesn't say how much is on here, but probably enough. I like it. 30 cents. And then this is more, it's not really a gingham. It's more like a Burberry. The expensive one. 20 cents, a little bit over 1 meter. I love it. I used to be in love with this sort of Burberry print. I had my curtains in my home, all sorts of other items. I love Burberry. Then these are the bigger ones. Well, this is not a big one. This is a lovely trim with a beautiful sort of blue and pink and loveliness. Paid 50 cents. No clue what's on here. Look at the tiny little pin that came with it. It's just too awesome. This is white, but it is beautiful. It has these roses sort of embroidered or something in them. It's almost a meter. Paid 50 cents for it. I love the pin as well. I'm wondering, could we ink this and then have the difference in color? Don't know. Or just use the white. Why not? It's goose. Geese is geese. Because there's more of one. These are probably geese or duck. Well, I don't know. Water birds. Half a meter. It's not a lot on here, but I just thought it was really, really cute with the blue. A lot on here, don't know how much. It is fabric, but it feels a little bit papery fabric, if you sort of know what I mean. It's a little bit stiffer. It has apples and fruits and such. There's a lot on here. No clue what I might do with it, but you know, it was 50 cents. It was a lot. So they came home with me. I have two big ones. Look at these. Ta-da! Okay, I admit these are not my usual colors. Yeah, it's like big sort of trim for, I don't know. They look at least vintagey to me. These are not like 5 years old. These are a lot older. I think 80s or late 80s. They are very heavy quality. There's a lot on here. I won't ever use all of this, but it could be a nice sort of closure for a journal, or I don't know. I thought they were cheap because they were €2 each. And I actually, for 50%, I bought this for the spool that they are on. Because I love those. I have a couple of them, and I have a sort of a system where you can store them in. So I probably would have paid €1 for the spools and then €1 for the trims. So win-win situation for me. Couple of other haberdashery kind of items. I'm gonna start with these. These are very old vintage push buttons, but let's call them push buttons. I don't know what you call them. In the Netherlands we call them drukkertjes. Isn't that lovely? Yes, I am not going to use them for like these push buttons that are on there. This is going to be a piece of ephemera in a vintage sewing journal. Yeah, isn't it fantastic? I just love them. So I bought this one. They were very cheap, guys. 30 cents. I picked out the best ones. There are a couple of they had a box with all of these in them. And oh, there's even more of these. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so I took out the best ones because most of them were like totally ripped or were missing all the buttons or what have you. Also have this one. Already slit them open. They were either 20 cents or 30 cents. So what? Yeah, I know. Oh, it says Beatrix, which is the name of the king's mother. So our previous queen, Beatrix. Yes. And also the daughter of my beloved queen, Juliana, of course. Now, this was the only one that was missing two of these push buttons. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. It is actually from Czechoslovakia. Yeah. I'm going to check if I have another sort of small card that has the same buttons on there that also isn't complete and then complete it. Because I just love them. Now, I bought zippers. Why? You're not a seamstress. I know. Well, not yet. I like zippers. You can do some stuff with them. Yeah, I did. Do they still work? Hopefully they do. Oh, yeah, they do. They do. You can use this, guys, in your projects. You can. So I bought this aqua color because, you know, this is my color at the moment. I don't know why. Like a neutral one. Of course, there was a pink one. They were all like 50 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents. This was 50 cents. And I absolutely love this one. Like sort of a jeansy color. And yeah, love it. A little bit more masculine. And then again, I picked up some of these knitting needles. Not for knitting. These were way more expensive than the last ones I bought. Well, way more. They were double. This is €1.50, and I believe the last ones that I picked up were just 75 cents. But that's okay because I'm happy to pay it for them. And I buy them for the tops and the numbers. Now, if you've missed my previous haul, where I explain why I buy these. I have seen on Corey Darman's channel, her craft room, which I absolutely adore. She has sort of a wooden frame, big wooden frame with holes on the side, and then she put these kneading needles through them, so you see the lovely ends on the side. Really, really nice. And then you can have your washi tapes on there or whatever sort of round things. She even has her pre-made signatures over them or beautiful papers or what have you. So that's why I buy them. I love this blue one with the big 6 on it, and on the other side it says Ariel. Yeah, I just love it. Then the red one with 5mm. These are also vintagey. Love this color. 4.5. And this bright green one that says 7. So yes, more knitting needle. I need to stop buying them because I think I have enough, but you know. Yes, guys, I bought this. You may have noticed I have started to use, I'm gonna snip this open, my sewing machine after a long time where I thought there was something really, really wrong. There was, of course, because what is this? Don't know. I'm gonna put this. This is also a needle for a sewing machine. I have no clue if it will fit my sewing machine because I am not a connoisseur. It has a needle threader, but it is broken. So yeah, what you gonna do with this? I don't know. Maybe I could use it to sort of make a long one. So I'm gonna keep, well, it's cute. That's what it is. I bought these for the spools. Yes, because my sewing machine only can use metal spools because it's the housing of these spools or bobbins. I don't know what you call them, guys. I'm sorry. It's magnetic. So I picked them up. It was 50 cents for these 4 spools. Also has a lovely, some lovely thread on them. Yes, I don't know how to put new thread on this, but my mom is coming home in April. She knows, and then we'll do all the spools that I have in all the colors that I like. So yeah, I have more haberdashery stuff. Let me show you. Did I just say kneading needles? What sort of a word is this? I am sorry, guys. Sometimes I make it up as we go. I bought 2 jars of buttons. Yes, I know I have a gazillion buttons, but these were really, really cute. And they were just $1.50 for a whole jar. I also love the jars with the bees and the honeycomb on it. Probably going to keep them in here. I did sort of go through them because there were a couple of buttons in there that I thought were really interesting. Also picked up these. I always pick these up. These small sort of canning jars, or however you want to call it. In the Netherlands, it's called wekpotjes. Just, you know, cute ones. Look at this one. This was 30 cents and these were 50 cents. Yes, these are not very spectacular because I know these are newer, but I do use these a lot. Very light, sort of plasticky buttons. So, I'm sorry, now they're all over the floor. There are a lot of them in here that I want to have. Then just these cute ones that are also plasticky, but that's okay. And some really interesting ones. I took out a couple of them. This one is absolutely fantastic. This is probably 50s, this button. So that's why I bought these buttons. A gingham one. There's this wooden one. This one that reminds me of a Tyrol in Austria with all the flowers on them. See some just interesting ones, and these are just a couple of them. So yes, I, expanded my already very large button collection. I also expanded my bead collection. Let me show you. I have beads and bracelets, and I buy the bracelets for the beads. So I bought this one because these sort of black ones with rhinestones in them and these sort of little eyeballs. It's on elastic. It was funny. This was 75 cents. I didn't realize because all the bracelets were 75 cents, which is a little bit expensive. And also this one had this sort of tag on it that says 30 cents. This is way more expensive, way more beautiful. So these two combined, I was okay with the price. I love these. Look at those. Aren't these beautiful? Yes, and these hearts on them. I even like the chain. So I will use these for, my beading work. A couple of these bags with, I bought more buttons. I bought more buttons. These were a little bit expensive. Just 3 beads for 50 cents, but these are, I think, porcelain or something. Aren't these lovely? Look at this. Yes, they are beautiful. And then 2 smaller ones with rosebuds on them. Just very, very beautiful. So that's why I bought these. I also thought these were interesting. Another sort of small bag of 50 cents. Most of these were 50 cents, I guess. Yes. I like them. They're like little heart shapes with the red, and these are really, really beautiful, of course. These are glass. These are not plasticky, so they're very heavy beads, and I really like them. Beautiful color. There you go. Another one with more beads in them. Another 50 cent one. These had a lot of silvery bits. Silver, sort of small charms. Look at this. Beautiful heart and the pink ribbon. A little star, another little heart, and probably a dolphin because, yes, dolphins. I do like these. These ones, these crystally ones. And it has these sort of blue, like oily crystally ones. Now, I think these are a little bit dirty. So if I wash them, they will be brighter. And then just, you know, silver, heavy seed beads. So lovely ones. I'm going to put them all in here and sort them out later. And then these other ones are mostly sort of, let's call them children's beads. That I'm really into at the moment. Except for these ones. These are more mature ones. Like for, you know, ladies' jewelry, not for children. I just enjoy the colors in them. All sorts. Look at that beautiful green heart one. I love it. And more of these sort of charms. A lovely bee. Yeah, so I just really enjoy them. This is a treasure bag. It has all sorts. Was it again 50 cents? Maybe a little bit expensive, but I just love to go on a treasure. Let's see what's in here. These are very light beads, not glass. These ones are glass. These are really beautiful ones. I have some letters that I always enjoy in here. Some of this silvery stuff that I really don't enjoy because these are plasticky silver. Don't enjoy them. These probably came from AliExpress or something because I have something similar. But I do like them. Lovely colors. They are plastic. They sound like glass, but they really aren't. Big heart over here. Another big heart over here. Bright colors. And another charm. There's oh look, there's an M in here. So a couple in here that I really enjoy. Another one of those. It's ridiculous, I know, but I just enjoy them. There are a couple of beads in here that I really like. And for 50 cents, I just picked them up. Hello. And a feet. And these pacifiers, right? Yes. This was a thing a couple of years ago, these pacifiers. Can you remember, Dutchies? Yes, everybody had to have these on, I don't even know how many years ago. Well, a couple of years ago. So yes, oh, I do like these. They're plastic, guys, but there's some sparkle in them. Not hard. Cute little letters. I will use these for sure. And I also like these ones. It's just really cute. Now, this is from a bracelet. I know for sure because a couple of years ago, I bought this bracelet and then cut it up into this. Oh, it still is the bracelet. See? Yes, it's very thin elastic now. And I love these beads. I already used a couple of them. These are the ones with the Disney princesses on them. Yeah, I really enjoy them. Somehow, this fell into my basket. Yes, because I wouldn't pick this up. It's 30 cents. But the lady, she was so busy with all the... I didn't sort of had the heart to say, oh, no, lady, I didn't choose this. I was like, it's 30 cents. Get it in there. It's going to be okay. Buttons. Why did I buy this one? It was 50 cents. It had some interesting. Well, it has a. Is this called a thimble? An old one in here, and I love this one. And it had a coin in here that I thought was really interesting. This is from Golden Medal Gum. I don't know. It's not even a coin. It's from some, I don't know. It looks interesting to me. Some more buttons. Well, lovely buttons. These are not like the generic ones. They are cute. And a clippy thingy. Don't know what is this with a clippy thingy. They all look finished to me. I do like this one. So the crystal one and paper clips. Oh, and there was a ring in here. It's not silver. I don't think it is silver. But it looked interesting. So yeah, this. I thought I was done with haberdasheries and such. But I forgot the fabrics, guys. I forgot the fabrics. So let me get out the fabrics. I don't have a lot of them, but some of them are really cute. I put all my fabrics in this fantastic box. Look at this. Love it. Also have the lid, guys. I paid €1 for the box, just a box. And then these are all my fabrics. Let me show you. I'm gonna start with the handkerchief. I bought loads of them. This is a vintage one in the packaging. It was 50 cents, an original one. Lovely. I'm just gonna flip through them really quickly. These are all vintage. Some of them are new but old. Some of them are old and used but clean. The colors are faded on these, so I know that they have been used. Lovely ones for my spring journal. This is all for Victoria, my new spring journal with the embroidery. So yeah, when I pick them up, I make sure they are clean, and 9 times out of 10 they are completely clean. However, I will clean them again. I will wash them, hand wash them. This has been used and used because these colors are very faded. I think this is sort of a set because they all look very similar to me. Well, these two at least. This probably was a set. And then this one, just with bright colors. More muted colors. These are all yellowed, not because they are dirty, but because they're old, and that's why they are yellowed. So these were all my handkerchief. I got a lot of them. Why? Because I used one the other day. I'm gonna start from the bottom. This is a table runner with lovely flowers on them. Yep. I cannot find the prices anymore, but most of them were between 50 cents and €1.50. This is actually a piece of curtain, probably a curtain, but it's a sample because you can see it has these holes in them. So it probably was on this sort of system in a shop that made curtains and such. But it's lovely with monkey on them, and I love the colors. This is not called gingham. It looks like it, but it's not called gingham. I believe my grandmother called this Pepita ruitje, Pepita, or Brigitte Bardot, whatever, made this sort of famous. And I love it. It's very heavy material. I really enjoy this. This was 80 cents. See, it was already all of it was really cheap. This is actually a newer piece. This is a placemat. It was 30 cents. This is from a very well-known Dutch supermarket, but it has gingham on the inside and, you know, all sort of loveliness on the outside, and I can make a journal cover out of this. Yes, this is one that, well, all of these my friend Renate found for me. She is brilliant. She found this sort of, what is it, a napkin or a placemat. It's not very old because it still has sort of the tag on it. Paid 50 cents for it. Fantastic for like a safari journal or something in that region. Now let me make some room because these are larger. Very large piece. Love it. It's really dirty, very yellowed, probably because of its age. It says Kiwi Collectibles, uniquely New Zealand kiwis. Now these are birds that are called kiwis, I know. This is from New Zealand. I have no clue what this was meant for. It's a large piece because when I flip it over, there's more on here, like a cute little story and then some sort of illustrations. I love it. Design Kiwi Collectibles. Now, if you're from New Zealand, you have anything to say about this, please let me know. Don't know what I'm doing with this, but it will have a purpose one day. Now, a similar piece, and all of these Renate found. She is brilliant. Similar sort of piece. You can put a rod in here so you can hang it on a wall, like a wall hanging. And also you can embroider on this. Don't know if that's what it was meant for, but you know. It has the US Capitol on here, and then the White House, the Supreme Court building, Jefferson Memorial, Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, the Smithsonian and Union Station, and all apparently in Washington DC. I just find this very interesting. Very interesting. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but you know, someday. This is probably kitchen towel. An old one. It's very dirty. I'm gonna try to clean it again, but it's completely full with these very old advertisement pieces on them. Can you see this? All American, most likely. It's fantastic. I just absolutely love it. So I'm not going to make a journal cover out of this. What I'm going to do probably is just cut them out and use them on a tag, on something else. I'm just going to use them as advertisement pieces. So very, very happy with this. Is that it for my fabrics? Yeah, that's it. Love them. Okay, for some crafty tools and supplies, I picked up this punch. Yes, it probably has a purpose for something. I did punch one of it out that I cannot. Oh, it's here. It's like this. I don't really know what you can do with it, but I think I can sort of put a piece of ribbon through it and hang it on there and stamp something on it. I don't know. It's probably used for something. It was 50 cents. It works. It was an unusual punch. They have a lot of punches there with like a flower and a heart and a doggy and a dolphin and whatever. I don't pick these up anymore because I have enough of those. But this looked so interesting. Guys, if you know what this is, what this is meant for, yes, please let me know. Please let me know. Okay, look at this. Yes, you've probably been eyeballing it. It says Sizzix. Yes, it's a Sizzlitz die. Probably an older one of this sort of beautiful ornament. I paid €1 for it, which is cheap. It is sort of new in the packaging. Well, or somebody took really good care of it. It used to be €5 here. Don't know from which one this is, but you know, it's mine now. Yes, I just love it. I just love it. Can you imagine finding something Sizzix, Tim Holtzy, whatever, for €1? I bought a ruler because of pretty. First off, because of pretty. It has, oh, when you move it, you see it changes. Can you see that? Oh, I didn't even notice this. Yes, it has hearts and bows and whatever. But I mostly bought it because it is like the metal-y kind. It's not really, really heavy metal. But I use this when I cut with a knife. And it has the inches on here. Yes, I already have one. I've had this one forever. It is actually the same material. I am very worried I might lose this one day. But then I have this one and now I have two. So now I am happy. Bought these. They had a box full of all sorts of these. I'm not really familiar with this. This I know you can use for scoring. For sure. And it was a metal one. It is heavy. And it looked really sort of good quality. So I took one. I do have one somewhere. Yes, I have this one also. But I thought, you know, I see people use these. Just, you know, maybe need to use them. And then this, I don't know. Is this for diamond painting or for what have you? I just felt I needed one. I just felt that I needed one. Can you pick stuff up with this? I see people use this. So I picked this up. I found a cutting board in blue. It's lovely blue. It's completely new. Nobody ever used this. It was 50 cents. Thank you. Thank you. I found a small bag of these sort of flowers, fabricy flowers. They're not really spectacular, but I have seen Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah dye them with something. You could do something with them, and they're really, really cheap. So just in case, I want to use some flowers. Because I cannot find these anymore at the shops where I usually would find them. I found this. It is actually a small sort of roll. Can you see the core in here? And it's paper. It's a strip of paper hearts. And the hearts are embossed. It's just so cute. I could, you know, you could ink them in any color. And it was just 20 cents. So thank you. You come home with me. I found these. Now, if you're a Dutchie, you probably recognize this. This is really from school. Very, very, well, these are not really old. I paid 30 cents for them. These are wooden sort of plates or tiles. Would be fantastic on a journal cover with all sorts of old school books. Because these images came from old school books. This says a rooster on here, and then it says haan underneath, because that is the Dutch word for rooster. And this is the sea, and Lies is probably the name of the girl or the kitten. I don't know. This is a net, a book, and a wall. Love them, love them. I needed one of this. Yes, like a felt thingy. I have something similar. I had this one, but this is very sort of thin, and I wrote it up and what have you. But I think I can also use this to have underneath a piece of paper when I stamp on them with difficult stamps. Well, so I have been told. So I picked it up. I found more of these. Aren't these absolutely lovely? I didn't open them. I'm going to open them very quickly off camera, guys, and then we go through them. I paid 75 cents for each pack, and it contains a lot. Well, some of them were full sheets, and then some of them were just, you know, the sort of die cuts. I love them. We use these for poetry albums, pictures. Yes, they are a little bit embossed. Some of them have some glitter on them, but they looked really, really cute. These are not vintage ones. They're a little bit older, but they're not vintage ones. But I still do love them. I do collect the vintage ones, the real ones. Probably never will use them, but maybe I could use these. And I just collect them. I just find these. This is very spring Easter-like, yeah? And then I have this sheet, almost completely full. They do resemble the vintage ones. The images are vintage, but they are printed rather recently, I guess. Again, embossed. The vintage ones will have less of a sheen and probably some silver glitters on them. And then this one, a complete sheet. I have some loose pieces falling out. Again, well, that's the same one, but I was missing this. I love these. Aren't these pretty? Again, not really old ones, but they look old. They just look old. See that? Really cute. Oh, another one of these. So I have 3 of these now, which means use them. All sorts of spring flowers. Look at the crocuses and the snow is what's called this? This is sneeuwklokjes. Snowbells? Do you call these snowbells? What do you call these? Don't know. Yeah, so really lovely. Again, everything is embossed, and then this has poppies on them, and we call these petunias. You probably don't. Roses. Don't even know what this is, but it's lovely. It's lovely. I absolutely love these. No, these are not real vintage. It says reprinted from Madame Tussauds London collection. These are new, but they do look vintage, and I just love those. Another one of these flowers and another one of these flowers. So I have lots of these. Again, these look very, very old. They're not, but I love them. These baskets full of flowers. And then I have a couple of these. I'm so really happy I found them. Yeah, somebody already used them, so I should use them. And then this one. So lovely, right? Yes, so I bought a lot. What I paid for them, €1.50, €2.25 for the whole pile, which is nothing. Couple more paper items. I found a rub-on sheet. Yes, from 1992. Wang's. This is all backwards. Wow, it's lovely. It's wreaths with berries. Yes. And I think they still work. They look okay. I'm gonna try them. Oh, 1992 Wang's International something. I don't even know. But for oh no, it was 20 cents. So yes, thank you. I found this. Let me quickly take it out of this very not attractive glare-like plasticky. What did I pay for this? 50 cents. Probably too much because there isn't a lot in here. It's scrapbook paper or something like it. It's double-sided. It's for a travel journal, but I do like it. And then with this big airplane with a map in the back, and oh, they are lovely. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, I love this. You know, I love that. So yeah, 50 cents for 3 pieces, which is probably maybe a little bit too expensive, but I liked it. I have 2 sets of stationery. Isn't that cute? This is definitely late 80s, early 90s, because I did sort of collect them at the time when I was young. Look, so cute. It has the sort of the writing paper and then the envelopes. Is there anything on the inside of the envelopes? No. Oh, they're very, very flimsy though, but that's okay. Less bulk in your journals. And I do love this sort of flippy foldy thingy. 50 cents, that's okay. This one I paid 30 cents for. I already sort of love this folder, what have you. It should have envelopes in here. The envelopes were gone. And this is the writing paper. Do love it. With the birds on a string, on a wire, with the clouds and such. There's a lot in here. And I do love the color of the paper. It's like this sort of recycled paper, what have you. And I paid nearly nothing for this. 30 cents. There you go. Renate, my good friend, found these for me. They are fantastic. I paid €1 for this one and $1.50 for this one. These probably are, well, they're from Egypt for sure, but these were probably like tourist souvenir kind of things. I don't think this is anything real or anything. I'm sorry, there's a motorcyclist. I'm going to take them out very carefully because it's, let's call it parchment type of paper. I did not take them out, guys. I'm doing this on camera as we speak. Oh my word, isn't that gorgeous? And there's more in here. Oh, I think this is hand painted. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, this reminds me of Barbara 49 Dragonflies. She'd love this. Her husband is from Egypt. She'd love this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So beautiful. And then this one. Again. I'm sorry, I had to smell it. It doesn't smell. It has a smell, but not a bad smell. Yes, this is definitely hand painted. I think so. I think so. And then a smaller one. There's a crack in here. That's too bad. Yeah. I have no clue who these persons are. I can imagine this was Nefertiti. Yeah, not Cleopatra. I don't think this was Cleopatra. But hey, I am no expert. And I have two, and also really like these. They're all because they're really, really damaged. Let's see if I can get this out. Oh, it was open on the other side. There's two openings. This looks like wood or leaves or I don't know, what have you. It's just gorgeous. Oh, look at this. Oh, Renate, you're just an amazing person. She found this for me. I have no clue what to do with it, but you know, it's sort of paper-ish. Fantastic. And then this one. I don't think I have anything antique here, guys. This really probably doesn't have any value. I am almost certain of it. It is completely falling apart, but it is really, really nice. So yeah. Aren't these unusual? No clue if I can use them, but I'll hoard them for now. Some more paper items. I found a bundle of these cute little blue paper bags. It's 10 of them and they were €1. I can make journals with this. Then a pack of vintage envelopes. There are 6 of them. Really, really cute. They were 15 cents a pack. Yeah. They have this lovely manila folder color, like light yellow. It has some structure on it, maybe you can see it, and they are lined with the brown tissue paper. That's how I know they are real vintage. A couple of small notebooks. I'm going to start with this one, a new one, guys. It is from recycled paper. Paid 30 cents for it. It's a completely new notebook, but I love this color of paper. It's nice and matte and not white, so I don't have to dye it. I'm going to use this not as a notebook, but I'm going to use the paper for backings on journal cards and tags and such, you know, that you can write on it. So that's what I'm going to use this for. Also this one, do love the cover. It looks old. It isn't. It is a little bit older. It's not new. But I love these sort of covers. Aren't these lovely? Paid 30 cents for this one as well. And it has lined paper. Again, it is completely yellowed. So that's how I know it's a little bit older. I'm going to use these for backings as well, for small journal spots. This is not real leather. It's just a tiny little, it says travel and pleasure. A tiny little address book. See? Has this booklet in here with where you can put your addresses in. I'm not going to use it as such. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take these out. Can we take this out? Yes, we can. Going to use this for something. you know, you can use this small little notes in pockets. And I'm going to make my own sort of small notebook or scrapbook or whatever with beautiful paper scraps, and then put it in a journal and a travel journal in a pocket. Just a little bit extra. I'm going to keep this for later. I found a planner. Yes, the planner is for 2022, so it's an old one. But I don't care. It was just €1. It's completely new. It was completely new in the package. And it just has lovely paper in here. I know the dates, they don't match up anymore. But honestly, if you put this in a junk journal, it doesn't really matter. And also it has some of these in the bags with birthdays, anniversaries and dates to remember, addresses and such. I just liked it. And also this, love it, love it, love it. And you know, it's just a lovely cover. And for €1, yes, for me. This is actually a small photo album with beautiful roses. It is modern one. You can put a picture in here. Yes, we're not going to do that. I am either going to take this out and make this into a journal, just use the cover as is, or what I can also do is use this for storing ephemera, like fussy cut of flowers. Just, you know, keep them in here. You can remove this plastic bit, see? So I'll probably make it a little bit shorter so it is more pocket than like all the way over here. So probably gonna use it for something. Now for the books, I have two piles. This pile I found myself, and then another pile my dear friend Renate found for me. She is amazing. I am sort of quickly trying to go through them, guys, because this video is already so long. Already own this one. It has black and white images in here. It is sort of newish. I don't know what date this is. Probably something 80s. Don't even know. Oh, 79. Well, almost 80s. But I do like sort of these strips with the illustrations of animals and all sorts to sort of put on a tag or on the side of your page or what have you. You can coffee dye these. There are some colored ones in here, but these are just photographs. So already own a copy, paid €1 for it. I'm going to completely take it apart. These are by Beatrix Potter, you know, the author of Peter Rabbit. And these are just lovely little children's book with lovely illustrations in them. I just really like these. And I pick these up whenever I see them. They were just 50 cents, which is absolutely ridiculous because I love these books. Now, these are Ladybird books. These are originally, I believe, from the UK, made for children. And not very small ones, but children. And I love the images in here. These have beautiful sort of illustrations. The paper is very beautiful. Now, guys, these are not in English. These are the Dutch versions. If you hear some noise, guys, that's my dishwasher. I also know that Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah really enjoys these books because she picks them up all the time. This is about ballet and this is about transport and such. And isn't that lovely? Yes, I'm just gonna hoard these. Then I have a whole bunch of very old, like 50s, maybe even a little bit before that, school books for small children. This is a series. I own every copy of it, so this one is extra. And all of these were like 25 cents, so really, really cheap. Aren't these lovely? The illustrations and the colors are so beautiful. The illustrator is Cornelis Jetses, which is a very famous illustrator in the Netherlands. He also made Odd and Sea. It's like epic. Very beautiful one. Already have this one, so I have another copy. I paid 25 cents, which is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Look at the beautiful colors and the illustrations on here. It is so absolutely beautiful. Now I have a second copy, so now I can totally sort of rip it apart. Another old school book says Children's Voices. Did this one have a date? No, it doesn't, but it's old. Look, and again, it has these lovely small images in them with some bold colors with orange and green and such. Again, 25 cents. Ridiculous. I thought this was an old one, but it actually isn't. Well, it is a little bit older because it was from the 70s. Yes, 1973. It looks like a really old book with old sort of font on it, and it looks like the paper is old, but it's not. It is actually a cookbook. A cookbook. Can you imagine? But it has no illustrations, but this is the font. It is just fantastic. I just love it. It looks like old Gothic German font. But it's actually Dutch, but then in a very old Dutch language. Yeah, so great. Paid 50 cents for this. Already have one of these. It does say Atlas, but it does not have any maps in here. I paid 25 cents for it. Yes, 25 cents again, which is a steal because the other copy that I have of this one, I paid a lot more, and I can tell you a lot more. At least 20 times more than this. I would have paid 25 cents for just this page alone. Now, this is completely full, and I think this is from the 50s, but I don't know for sure. With these lovely etchings or pen drawings of historical figures and these sort of maps. And isn't it fantastic? Look at this. It is not old enough for me to scan it. Look. But this is my second copy, so I'm gonna rip it apart completely and use all of it in here. I did not see a date, but I know there are some photographs in here. See, this is an actual photograph. This is not a drawing. And I think 50s, but I can be completely mistaken. This is an atlas. This is definitely from the 50s or 60s. These do have, this is from 54, see? I know my stuff. These do have the maps in there, the old ones, lovely ones. I love the paper. It's a little bit aged because of the yellow edges. The colors they use are pastel, really muted colors. I really love this. What makes this one a little bit special, because it's not only an atlas, it's also a collectible album, because you can put in these small sort of pictures that you could collect with butter and margarine and something from a brand called Planta. Yes, it is complete, guys. It is complete. It has every single one of the pictures in here, and it's just glued at the top, so I can probably take them out very easily. So yeah, it's an absolute find. This is my second copy, so I'm gonna rip it apart, and I paid 75 cents for it. This one is absolutely gorgeous. I have never seen a copy of this one. It is by Richard Doyle, who's actually the cousin of Sir Conan Doyle. It's in the back. Arthur Conan Doyle. Yeah, it's his cousin. So they're from the 1800s or whatever. I've never seen this one. I paid up for this one a little bit. I'm going to remove this because of the glare. This is the dust cover. And it's about fairies. Fairies and like fantasy and what have you. It looks completely new. The illustrations are fantastic. Now, while I was filming this, and you know, that happens, never seen this book, I'm filming this, and then one of my Instagram feeds shows up with my dear friend Sandra, who also found one and just sold one on Instagram. Second time I've seen a copy of this. Isn't it beautiful? It's fantastic. I'm not going to cut into this. No. Now let me show you the books that Renate found for me. She's amazing. We were both standing at a big bookcase with shelves, and she said, you go on look on the bottom, I'll go look on the top. And she has no clue what she's looking for. And then she kept pulling out all these books and asking me, is this something you might like? And it was amazing. She pulled out this. Now from the cover, this is a photograph. It says Caddies and Boxes. Never seen it. It is English. Everything she pulled out is probably 25 cents or 50 cents. I was like, I don't know. And then she opened it up. And I was like, oh yes, thank you. Because all illustrations of very old boxes. I just love this. Love this. Then she took out this one. Again, it looks like a photograph. And it says pottery from all countries. It says a video book. I don't even know. But it looks like photographs on the outside. And then she opened it up, and it's actually all illustrations. Illustrations. Lovely old yellowed paper. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It was 25 cents. Yes, it has a date, something over here. Don't know what. Oh, 1970. So, yeah, good year. Good year. Then she said, what are you looking for? Oh, I told her, I am actually looking for a book with some German antique Gothic font in them. And she was like, I have no clue what you mean by that, but I'll have a look. And then the second, yes, this fell on the floor because she took out another book. This fell on the floor like so, open on the floor like so. What? Yeah, yes. So I was like, well, thank you. This was exactly what I was looking for. It's amazing. It's amazing. Again, something let's do this one first. She took this out. Is this something you might like? She didn't even finish the sentence. I was like, yes. Do you need to look inside? No, I don't need to, because I know this. This is Jacob van Lennep. It's a very famous, very old Dutch author and poet. And I know the books themselves are not really interesting because they will probably not have any illustrations in them. It is beautiful, old, very thin paper with old writing on it. But the cover, I love his cover. So yes, I said yes, 25 cents. This one also would never have picked it out. She was like, I think you might like this. Why? Because when you open it up, it's panoramic drawings of, from hundreds of years ago in the Netherlands. Most of it from the Hague, where my husband works, and from Rotterdam, where we are both from. And it's amazing. It's amazing, absolutely. Old paper, I cannot find the date. It's very old paper. It's matte. It's yellowed, sturdy. Funny story, I came home and showed my husband the book because he was like, what did you find? See, stuff is coming out already, but that's okay. And I just opened it up and it was from the street where he worked. I'm not kidding you. But then from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Then this one, it's a German book. It says Puppengrüße. It's I would not have picked it out. This doesn't speak anything to me. It was €1, but that's okay because it's gorgeous. It is newer, from 1981. It is German, and it's full of these sort of postcards and photographs of children, of little girls with their dolls. What? Yes, completely full. Sorry guys, this is copyright, so I cannot scan these, but I would love to use them in my journals. I'm speeding through this, I know, because, you know, it's already been over an hour. I know, guys. Love it. So, yeah, fantastic. This is a photograph, so I will not open this one up. Now, I do realize that this is French, so that made it a little bit more interesting. Again, Renate picked this out, was 50 cents. And then she opened it up, and it is full of these black and white illustrations. Now, normally, I would probably skip this because I already have so many black and white illustrations of fish and such. But it is in French. It's in French. And that makes it a whole lot more interesting to me. Yeah. So, for 50 cents, thank you very much. Yep. Another old book. It says, what grows there? What is it that grows there? I should have recognized this because the publisher is Thieme, and that's one of my favorites. So she asked, is this something you like? Well, it's an old one. She opened it up. It does have these beautiful black and white illustrations in them, but I already have a couple of books that have them. But then in the back, I don't know if you can see, it has some with these colored strips that makes it much more interesting. So I was like, yes, thank you. And then it also has these. Not a lot, probably 10 or something, but for like, what was it, 50 cents? 50 cents. Amazing. We're almost there, guys. Again, I would not have picked this out. It was 50 cents. Now, Spijker is a manufacturer, a Dutch automobile manufacturer from, well, the 1800s, 1890. This is their catalog. It's not a real one, of course, but it does have all these beautiful old drawings of automobiles. Which is amazing. It is just fantastic. Love the paper, love the feel of it. It is falling apart, but that's okay. I'm probably gonna rip it apart anyway. Look at those. Look at those. Love them. What did we pay? 50 cents. Yes. Model airplane something. Old book. It was 50 cents. And it has these stuffs in it. Yeah, numbers, graphs, and lovely illustrations, technical stuff about model airplanes, of course. I just love this. This is interesting, guys, in collage or as a journal page. It does have some of these pages with photographs, but I don't care for these, and I just picked it up because it was 50 cents. Was that the last one? No. This is the last one. And I was screaming, guys. I was screaming. Yeah, I know. I know, right? Is it something you might like? Are you kidding me? I literally said to her in English, because we speak English as well to each other. Are you kidding me? I did not dare to sort of turn it around to see how much it was. Because as we all know, this is a Dutch, the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady by Edith Holden. But this is the Dutch one. It is the paperback. But it's gorgeous. Look at that. It's a tiny bit smaller than the hardcover. Already own this one that is completely apart. I was like, oh, please, please, please be reasonable price. Is that reasonable enough? I think it is. Amazing. I'm gonna take her every time I'm going to go do thrifting, because she picked out the best treasures, especially this one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So guys, that's it for today. I am very, very sorry. This was such a long one. I also sort of tried to split it up, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna go for it. It is Sunday. You have your cup of tea. What else are you going to do, right? You're gonna join me and, watch this lovely video with me. So thank you for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, that is Monday, with another crafty video. Now what I need to do is photograph everything and put it away, and that will take me hours. I need to find a new spot. Thank you again to Renata, my lovely friend. No, you cannot have her. She's mine. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.